Lizzi
and Nicki
and Liz,
and you're watching Got Ghost.
Today we are headed to one of the most haunted hotels in California. If you watch a lot of paranormal videos, you may recognize these hallways from some of our favorites.
We've actually been here before. That's kind of the big secret.
This isn't our first time walking these wavy halls.
The last time we were here, we had a very crazy experience. We were here with our friend who is also a YouTuber.
It's like just happened. Like the spirit box is always turning on by itself.
And we filmed a video with her here. Our video is one of the first videos we ever filmed together, so it's very amateur, and we were just kind of learning like how to do everything. So we didn't capture everything that we probably should have on camera, but I will show you guys some clips.
So while we were doing this investigation, we actually spoke to a girl.
Right now we're gonna be doing the Estes method. They know. They know what? I'm getting chills. There was like a woman that whispered, please. Here they come.
Who's coming?
Hello, hello. Okay, I don't know what that was, but after it said here they come, it was like a bunch of voices and it said hello, and it just kind of scared me.
Oh, a bunch of people.
Okay.
And we felt as though we weren't really sure who it was at the time. We spoke to her all night. We had a really good time. It was a really casual conversation, honestly, for a lot of it. And then we had the longest night of our life here because we all got lost and then couldn't figure out what time it was.
Lost track of time. We're confronted by these two drunk men. We'll get into that later.
Fast forward, we go home.
Well, when we go home, the girl came home with me and I saw her as like a shadow person.
Yeah. So we decided to get in contact with her.
We recorded on our phone.
Awesome.
Not all of it.
All right, we are using the necrophonic app and dowsing rods to communicate with a spirit. What happened? Will it be dangerous for us to get involved in solving your murder?
You gonna stay here?
Can you go back to the hotel? What if we promise to come to you? What about we will come? Do you want us to try to solve your murder?
But basically, she said she wanted us to come back here.
Later on, we actually found out that her name was Rebecca.
We decided to look up if there had been any murders on Coronado Island. And then all of the results are just Rebecca, Rebecca, Rebecca.
Who is a woman who was murdered in a mansion.
That was built by the same person who built this hotel.
The mansion was built in 1906 by John D. Spreckles and his family. They also owned the Hotel Del during the first half of the 20th century. The spirit that Nicki brought home came from the Del. It was just too many eerie coincidences. We had to go back to investigate.
So she told us that she wanted us to come back to Coronado. And it's interesting that she said Coronado and not the Del. And she wanted us to come back here for some reason, to solve something, to figure something out. So here we are.
We're here. Hopefully she's here with us. We've felt like there's been a present.
Oh, she's here. I can feel it.
I literally was just gonna say, like, saw
it.
something. We've definitely felt like there's a presence with us. Actually, when we were in the car earlier, I was like, oh, there's 6 of us. There's five of us.
And Rebecca, I'm pretty sure.
Rebecca, I'm pretty sure. So we've had that sense that she did come with us, and we're gonna investigate her case. But the crazy thing is that once we figured out her name, we were able to piece together a lot about what she was telling us.
Let's go over what happened to Rebecca and what happened with the drunk guys so that you guys are caught up, and then we'll continue the investigation.
On July 11th, 2011, Rebbeca Zahau was found bound by hands and feet, hanging naked from her balcony. She was also gagged. But let's start at the beginning.
On July 11th, 2011, just 2 days before her body was found, Rebecca was babysitting her boyfriend's son, Max. Her boyfriend lived in the Spreckles Coronado mansion. She was in the shower and she heard a loud bang and a yelp. So she ran out of the shower and she saw Max laying below the banister with his scooter on the floor, and he'd been injured. It looked like he had fallen off of the banister. Her boyfriend, who was named Jonah Shackney, immediately met them at the hospital. Rebecca was distraught with what had happened to Max. 2 days later, while Jonah Shackney was still at the hospital with his son, who was having trouble recovering, he got a call from the Coronado Police Department. His younger brother, Adam Shackney, had found Rebecca's body hanging from the banister. Adam told police that he had found her with the shirt stuffed in her mouth and a rope around her neck, and that he had cut her down from the balcony when he called the police.
Only her and Adam were staying at the mansion the night she died. The crime left both families in shock, and the sheriff department puzzled. One end of the rope was tied to Rebbeca Zahau's bed, and the other was hanging off of the balcony, where they found her toe and heel print and a man's boot print. Detectives also found a book in her room. The title was Buckland's Complete Book of Witchcraft, which showed drawings of a woman in a ritual who was naked and tied up. Then they found a cryptic message on her door. The message read, "She saved him, can you save her?" 3 days later, Jonah Shackney's 6-year-old son died. It's been debated whether or not she would be able to tie herself in those knots, which is why it's a mystery on whether it's a suicide or a murder. The black paint that was found on the wall was also found on Rebecca's body. The paint was specifically found here, but none on her fingers. It was ruled a suicide by the police department, but we think otherwise.
And we're not the only ones. Not only is Rebecca's family trying to get the case reopened and the manner of death changed, but also this private investigator has even hired a psychic to look into her death.
A private investigator has teamed up with a psychic reader to analyze the actual bed used in the 2011 death of Rebbeca Zahau in Coronado.
It's the same bed from the scene of Rebbeca Zahau's death in Coronado nearly 10 years ago. During her reading of the bed, Bensinger says she saw how Rebbeca Zahau was murdered.
Rebecca was on the bed and there was a man standing above her, and then he strangled her and she passed.
Neither Bensinger nor Garcia can identify the alleged killers, and the private eye is worried the case may never be solved.
Now that we've caught you up on this horrible crime, let's get back to the investigation. Should we go explore?
Let's go explore.
Let's go.
Okay, so we're going right now. You're gonna notice that the hallways are like kind of misshapen and the floors are not even because this is all made of wood. Walking around, like
You
first
might
of all,
like feel like this while
seasick.
you're watching it, and you're like, okay, what is Nick doing? Actually, not his fault this time.
Yeah.
And since this is on every floor, it's the same on every floor, you can really get lost in here.
And also the room numbers don't make any sense, like logically. So we probably will get lost. And I honestly don't even know if we are headed toward the lobby right now. Whoa, these floors are tripping me up. I keep almost falling and I almost tripped on the exit sign.
Oh look,
These shoes too, they're like platforms.
some sort of
It's like a
exit.
recipe for a twisted ankle.
Okay, so this is the courtyard right here. So it's like super windy and rainy and it's very giving like spooky night. The wind is so intense.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't even like. Okay, maybe not.
That's beautiful though.
That is really stunning, but I don't feel super comfortable out on this because it's also tilted. Oh, don't you dare.
Should I climb up this?
No, absolutely not.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Fun fact, do you know why it's called a courtyard? Because people used to get cute, film themselves, sit on the balcony, and literally court each other.
Yeah, this is where they could parade their newest fashion, their expensive cigars, wine,
And try to like
parties.
meet girls and guys.
Yeah.
And just talk and party. Yeah.
I can't even like imagine that now because I feel like that's so creepy now.
Because
But like
it's like-
back in the day, like that was like your opportunity to show off
Yeah.
like your new fashion.
Oh, I would have
your-
so been there.
It was their
Yeah.
social media though.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Coming to these things, dude.
Oh, what was that?
It sounded like a scream. I don't know.
I love this area. The woodwork. What is this? Oh my god, what is this for? For the cats? The heck? so weird.
These elevators are so old, like they're cages. They're cage elevators. It's crazy.
So cool. 1886 Andrews elevator.
Andrew Graham Loonsbury hand-operated Hotel Del Coronado's historic birdcage elevator. Hand-operated. He pulled people up.
Damn, dude. I want to know what this guy's arms look like, you know? He's just like this old guy who's jacked.
Imagine those veins.
Yeah.
Who are you holding, Tori?
Oh,
Yeah, she's got Jessie.
this is Jessie.
And what is she?
She's a baby.
No.
Jessie is a conduit doll. She doesn't have a specific spirit attachment, but a lot of spirits find it easy to use her. So sometimes you'll hear her go off. She has a little music box attached to the back of her. So whenever things come up and give her a little squeeze, it'll just start to ding.
But also, if she goes off, we're all sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be so scared.
She was dinging a lot while I was packing for this trip.
No.
Yeah, but that's...
Maybe she wants to. Maybe she has something to say too.
She's probably excited. Like, I think that like she likes just to like travel. Whatever like attaches to her frequently, I think likes to go places, because she does get a little bit more excited and a little bit more active before investigations. I thought that like something tapped me.
I don't know. I think we should head back to our room and get started. I mean, we've had you possibly being tapped. I definitely have had the feeling of being watched while we walk around.
Yeah.
And I feel antsy, just like itching to get into it.
Yeah. So we're gonna go back to our room.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go ahead and start the investigation.
Let's set up for the investigation. So, fan favorite, the spirit music box. Out of both of the bathrooms that are in this hotel, which I think is really weird. I've never been in a hotel that has 2 bathrooms in the same room. But out of the 2 bathrooms, all of us, even Nick, got the vibe that that one's creepier. So, I'm going to put the spirit music box in this doorway. Open this so they can come in. And as you guys know, this is on airplane mode, so it picks up if something like moves. So, it works.
And then we have all of our other devices set up just for general use so that we can just be ready for anything. We are really eager to communicate with whatever is here and also possibly return Rebecca to her homeland.
And this little doll is Liz's, and it can be used as a conduit, so I'm scared.
We're going dark.
It's time. Oh, I just got a weird feeling. I just
Yeah.
want to chill and stuff. Yeah.
We've already been hearing some tapping. I know that you felt like you maybe had someone who tapped on
My side.
your
upstairs.
side upstairs. Miss Jess over here has
Jamie. Something just walked in the bathroom.
Okay, yeah,
Immediately.
that-
You guys heard that.
That was the music box, so something either just came in from the bathroom or went into the bathroom, and none of us are moving.
If there is anyone here,
I feel like something came in.
if you just came into the room, you're welcome to come over to the bed and maybe use one of our devices over here. We have a REM pod. That's this thing with the red light. You can touch that if you want. Or you're welcome to use our doll.
Rebecca, if you're here, I know that you told us you wanted us to come back here.
We really wanted to make it a priority to bring you back here because we did promise that we would come back to the island. So I hope that,
We get to talk to you.
yeah.
If you have anything that you want to say about what happened to you, you're welcome to come through.
This hotel and the mansion, there's a bunch of old money surrounding these places.
We also know about the mistress and her suicide, but then the body was completely disposed of. So what is with all of these cover-ups?
And I wonder with the maid as well too. I mean,
Yeah.
because she's also
Suicide.
A suicide.
yeah.
Another tragic story is that a young maid actually hung herself from the balcony of this hotel. It is unknown whether or not this is true because some people say that she actually hung herself in the courtyard.
So this is the courtyard where allegedly the maid took her life.
So apparently the maid supposedly either took her life on this tree over here, one of the trees in this courtyard, or from hanging off of one of these balconies.
Oh wow, okay.
But it's unconfirmed.
Yeah, there's like kind of multiple stories going on about where the truth is. She did commit suicide, like that is true, but like exactly where, that's a little bit like...
But it 100% happened like at the Coronado.
Yeah, in this courtyard,
100%.
100% in the
Yes.
courtyard.
Got it,
In the
okay.
courtyard. But we don't have a lot of details.
Well, and I was thinking because that's probably why there isn't any information surrounding the maid, because there isn't money there. Like it was probably like an easy case to slip under the rug and just move on.
I mean, even the bellman telling us that, you know, you'll never find this online about the guy who had a heart attack just proves that they're like, wipe it clean. We don't want people to know anyone's died here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when we actually got here, a bellman stopped to talk to us, and he stated that he had a piece of the haunted history that nobody else has. And he said that he has worked here for over 10 years, and one of the rooms on this very floor, they wheeled a man out on a gurney who had stayed overnight.
He asked the policemen that were taking the body out, you know, what happened, and apparently the man had suffered a heart attack in bed and died. And this is not in any news sources, like this was like, not a cover up, but like they didn't want the bad publicity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he died, and then a woman stayed in the room 10 years later.
And he stopped by, and we'll say that his name is Bob. And she was like, Bob, I gotta tell you something. Somebody was in the bed last night cuddling with me. But I guess she jumped up and was freaked out, and then went back to bed and felt it again, but wasn't threatened by it, and she was just like, just kind of accepted that she was being
get cuddled tonight.
being snuggled by a spirit.
ghost.
Yeah.
He just thought it was crazy because of the correlation of she felt a spirit in the same room in a bed, and that man had passed away from a heart attack in the bed. So
3358.
really interesting.
Actually, there's been quite a few deaths.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this hotel is old and it's been around for a long time, but I don't know, that seems like
In the past, like, yeah.
seems like a lot. Or maybe this is casual and it happens more often than we know.
Yeah, at all hotels.
Yeah.
I feel like it probably does happen at all hotels, but it's certain types of hotels where it lingers and it actually stays. Feeling that entity come in bed and cuddle with you is like
intense.
a whole other...
So intense.
Or like seeing a full-on apparition.
And like, I don't want to get like too deep into conspiracy or whatever, but like you bringing up downstairs, like all the symbolism that's on everything, and like the door handles, I'm sure she'll pull up a picture or something, being weird. But just all that symbolism being weird, it just makes me wonder like what is surrounding this building or within this building that's almost like trapping things in.
What things did they bring in just as architecture, but they didn't really realize the historical meaning behind it?
Or they did.
Or they did. But you know, I think a lot of times, you know, people, especially back then, often took things from other cultures without really knowing what it was or what it meant. And so some of that gives the vibes here, because it's kind of like, oh, we wanted to make this like a European getaway, but here in, you know, America, and it's kind of like, but then there's also some Asian inspirations, and you can see lots of different picks and chooses, which is great, you know, that makes up art, but it's also like, did you know some of these symbols and what the meaning is? And
and what they do.
yeah. I do have to say, this is the one of the hotels though with the least mirrors.
Oh,
Yes.
that's very true.
Yeah.
That's a good observation.
Yeah, usually
When you walk into
yeah,
these things,
you're
you're like, we're opening up.
and they're just like facing each other, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, all these bitches.
Great.
They're just letting them all in. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
If there's anyone here, just give us a sign. You can move the shutters or tap on something. Just heard a tap.
I was in the bathroom.
It's behind Nick.
Yeah. If there's something behind Nick, can you do that again?
Was that a voice?
What did you hear?
I swear something just said no.
I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
I don't know, but that was an audible no.
Wow.
Well, I think I heard you just talk to us. So it sounds like you're pretty strong. If you're able to get a little bit closer and walk up to the REM pod, or even
Up here.
yeah. You can just come up, hop up on the bed next to us.
I'm getting like intense chills. And I don't know if anyone else has felt anything like this, but it's felt like someone's like touching my hair for like the past like 10 minutes.
I haven't felt
like
that
just
yet,
slightly
no.
like this.
No, I haven't felt,
Like this.
Like that.
weird.
Yeah. It's interesting, like it's so quiet.
Yeah.
Rebecca, are you here? Or if we were wrong and it wasn't Rebecca and it's someone else, who won? I swear I just saw a shadow go like. Sometimes when we have places that don't seem like they have a lot of activity, sometimes the flashlight is what really works.
Yeah.
It's on.
Well, we just set up our flashlight behind Nick. It is just settling. It's kind of rolling around.
We now have a flashlight.
That's
on.
really weird because it's settled and it's rolling, Nick. It's rolling again.
Okay.
It had completely settled.
I have lots of things now in this room, and again, we are just here to talk with you, to open up a line of communication for you to tell your story.
And just turn on.
Yep, it's on.
I'm really happy about that. Thank you so much for using
I
our
knew it was
flashlight.
weird that it was
Yeah.
rolling. I knew it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We'd love to ask you questions. Are you able to turn off the flashlight?
If you are, we can use the flashlight to communicate in a way of yes and no. Perfect. It just turned off, show.
Amazing.
Okay. So, if we ask you a question and the answer is yes, turn on the flashlight. Do you understand? If there's something else you'd rather use to communicate, you can touch it and let us know. It just turned
There
on.
it goes.
Okay. Okay, so you just need a little more time, I think, in between the
Yeah,
questions.
we'll just have to be
So-
very slow. Can you turn it off when you're ready for our question? Okay. So we'll ask a question, we'll wait about 2 minutes.
Okay. Is this Kate Morgan here with us today?
Turn the flashlight on for yes.
Maybe 1 minute, I'm counting now. Okay.
Yes. I wonder if it's because we're so close to her room.
We are really close
That's
to
Yeah.
pretty
the room.
crazy. This hotel's most famous ghost is Kate Morgan. She checked into the hotel in 1892, but never checked out. Supposedly, Kate took her own life outside this hotel when her lover jilted her. But let me give you all the facts and you tell me if you think this is the case. It was around Thanksgiving in 1892, and Kate checked into the hotel as Lottie A. Bernard. After she checked in, every single day, she would go down and ask, "Has my brother come looking for me?" And she also was known to ask, "Has the doctor come to speak to me?" But as far as the hotel staff knew, nobody was looking for Lottie A. Bernard. She died from a bullet wound in her head, and it was a .44 caliber bullet. But the gun that was found on her body did not match the bullet shell. There are a lot of details about the Kate Morgan case, and some even speculate that she might have been pregnant or running away from a jilted lover. It is still unknown whether it was murder or suicide. People say she still remains in her room, number 3327, which is actually that room right over there.
Thank you so much. Turn off the flashlight when you're ready for the next question.
Okay, so I have a question. Is Rebecca also here? I'm getting kind of the feeling that it's multiple women in the room. I can give you about 30 more seconds. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Again, turn the flashlight off whenever you're ready for the next question.
Okay,
Wow.
wow.
Okay, that's great. We have 2 women in this room.
That were both, I think, wronged.
So Kate, the whole case surrounding your death is very suspicious. Can you turn the light on if you were murdered?
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, okay, wow.
Okay, so she was murdered. All right, when you're ready, Rebecca,
Wow.
turn the light off.
Rebecca, we would also like to ask you the same question.
Were you murdered? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So they both confirmed that they were murdered.
Thank you so much for confirming and trusting us with that information.
Thank you.
Can you please turn off the flashlight when you're ready for our next question?
Okay.
Okay.
Rebecca, I want to ask you because Adam Shackney was accused of murdering you. Did Adam do that to you? Did he commit your murder? Turn on the flashlight for yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. I know that we're working with multiple spirits here, so thank you for letting us know where you are. Turn off the flashlight whenever you're ready for the next question.
Can you turn the flashlight on if Adam did not act alone in your murder? Yes.
That was immediate.
I was like, there's no way that this happened by himself. There's no way.
Because he got cleared.
Yeah.
So you know there has to be some.
More than one.
Right.
It
Yeah.
feels like someone's touching my hair again.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, Kate, whenever you're ready for your next question, turn off the flashlight.
We want to make sure you girls both get an opportunity to talk. So we're going to try to take turns asking both of you. I just saw like a sparkle.
Kate, are the rumors true that you were in fact pregnant?
That's a good question. Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I thought that was
so.
true.
Yeah.
So, Kate, was your murderer G.L. Allen?
Did anybody else feel like the room's air got a little bit thicker?
Sucked out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Kate, was it Thomas Morgan?
Was it someone else? Can you just turn on to let us know that you're still here, Kate? And that those were no's? Rebecca, are you still here? Can you turn on the flashlight if you're still here? It's interesting because Tori said that she felt like the air got heavier, and I was feeling like the air got sucked out, like stale.
It felt thinner.
Yeah, and then now they're not communicating using the flashlight, and I wonder if something came in. I know that me and Tori at least have had the experience multiple times where these watchers stop spirits from communicating with the living.
Interesting. Can you give us a sign if you want us to go to another place in the hotel?
Should we maybe try the Estes method and see if they can communicate through that more easily? Because sometimes in the Estes method we can even pick up those watchers.
Yeah.
When was the first time you guys experienced a watcher?
Enchanted Forest.
Yeah.
That's the first time we were told about it. I think.
Yeah. We've always been told that there were things that came in and stopped people from communicating, or entities or whatever from communicating with us.
But we got way more information in the Enchanted Forest.
The Enchanted Forest, someone was willing to really talk to us about the spirit
death.
world.
Yeah, the spirit world. And he
or
said
at least
he was
what
like
they like.
a professor of sorts.
Yeah. So
that's really weird.
it was really weird, but very cool.
It's like
Have you had that experience where you're talking to spirits and then something makes them leave? Or they say he's coming or they're coming?
No, but I was having a conversation the other day with one of my friends, and we were talking about how whenever we have like lucid dreams or like lucid nightmares and we become like self-aware or whatever and like start, you know, like talking to the other people in the dreams, like, you know, hey, are we dreaming? Like, we're always taken into like another room by something else. And we like will refer to them as the watchers, which is really weird that you're like saying this. And it's like freaking me out a little bit. Yeah.
Well, because like we kind of just dubbed them that because whenever like they're there, like it just feels like they're watching, and then they're like, that's enough. Yeah. Because all of the spirits will be like, they're coming, stop, like I have to leave, I have to go. Like they're scared.
So weird that you're
but
saying
it's like
that.
they watch until it's been too far, and then they cut them off.
Because that's literally, have you guys lucid dream or like have any lucid dreams
Not
before?
in a
Or
long
like,
time.
Yeah,
but
it's not that often.
Literally like what happens.
Yeah.
Like once it goes too far, you like start asking too many questions, or like, oh, okay, you gotta go.
Yeah.
It's almost like interdimensional
Like we're not
beings
supposed to
that
have
are like
that. Like they're like the wardens. They're not, we're not supposed to have
Guardians
that.
of some sort.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of like what is that? The guardians kind of the dead. How it's like people perceive them as like almost evil, but it's just like they're doing their job.
They're doing their job.
Yeah.
You know.
But what's interesting is spirits seem to be afraid of them.
Yeah.
So it's like there's
they
like
do have some
punishment or
sort of authority.
Yeah. There's authority there for
That's
sure.
weird. Okay.
All right. So who's going under?
Let's put Liz under.
Let's do it.
Liz is going under the Estes method.
Who are we speaking to?
Roger?
Roger. Wow, that was very clear. Why are you here, Roger?
Keep up, please.
Do you hear that dinging?
Yeah. Okay, if you'd like us to move a little faster with the questions, that's okay.
Or Spanish.
Okay.
We don't speak Spanish. Is Kate here? Is Rebecca
I
here? You see? Like you...
In the night.
In the night. I see in the night.
Okay.
With us.
With us.
Okay.
Okay, Roger, can you tell us why you're at this hotel? I just heard a man say hello.
Look beside the room.
I just heard a man say hello, audibly. Go, hello. I'm literally about to cry. I'm so shocked it was so clear. Roger, did I just hear you? Like over here.
He said look beside the room.
My ear's getting tapped.
Is Kate and Rebecca
midnight?
It is midnight.
It is midnight, yes.
The conversation, it varies. Remember?
Is that Rebecca? Are you asking us to remember the conversation we had with you previously?
Speaking for her?
Someone speaking for Rebecca, I have chills. Okay, the person speaking for Rebecca. Did those men we met that night when we met you, did they know more than they told us about your murder?
It's quiet now. I know.
I just saw a sparkle again.
That's so
on
weird.
the floor behind Nick. What is that sparkle?
I don't know.
Never seen that.
We came here specifically to talk to Rebecca and to possibly get a hold of Kate.
You already know.
Oh, we've found out a lot of information, but we want to know more.
Please report.
Report what? What can we report to tell?
This is sensitive.
I know.
This is very sensitive.
Yeah.
I know we know that both of these situations are very sensitive, especially Rebecca's, because it was so recent.
And we want to get all the facts straight, and so
Somebody knows.
somebody knows.
Okay.
Okay, what do they know? Can you tell us their name? Give us something, Rebecca, please. And
They're recording us now.
they're recording us now in the hotel?
Okay, well, we are recording you.
Is it us recording or they're recording us?
There's 4 people now.
Okay, are there 4 spirits here?
Gone.
Was that like a squeak? I heard that squeak too. Yeah. Gone.
Bye.
Bye.
Rebecca, is that you? Are you leaving? It's okay if you have to take breaks. Is there anyone here who would like to communicate with us? Maybe Kate?
It is literally just someone like speaking Spanish now. It's like not, there's no more English. And there hasn't been for a bit.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, I think Nicki should go under because you felt that ear tap and then got that audible.
Okay.
So I think you should go under for a little bit.
Is there someone here that wants to come through and communicate with us?
Nicki is under right now and she feels like she heard a man trying to speak with her. Would you like to communicate with us?
I am.
Okay.
Hello. My name's Liz. It's nice to meet you.
Holy
Okay.
Yeah.
on it.
Are you feeling very passionate about something? Are you upset?
Yep.
Okay.
Grumpy.
That's okay. Do you want to talk with us?
Whoa. Feels like something's touching my back again. I am.
Okay. Did you also just very loudly tap on our ceiling?
No.
Okay.
Was that something else that's in here with us that tapped on the ceiling?
Oh. It felt like something knocked on my back.
Okay. We're getting the feeling that you're very strong, and if you are able to do that, can you go to our bathroom and set off the REM pod?
Who is this? It sounded like you
Her
changed-
back.
Is there something you want to tell us or tell her?
Please. That was a whisper.
Please what? We just want to help.
Come this way.
Where would you like us to go?
We're not alone.
Okay.
Are you talking about us going to a different floor earlier? I'm wondering if that's why, like, the ceiling's
tap
being
up
tapped.
there.
Like, it's like, come here, like.
Are you
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
Why have you done this? Not it?
So you're not wanting us to come to floor 5?
No point.
Okay. If you're behind us just hanging out, can you just let us know what you want?
I am.
Okay.
Yes, no. Well, we're here to listen.
Here's the message.
Okay.
We're listening.
5876. Stop.
That
It started counting down numbers and then 9876 and then I heard stop. Like they didn't want me to say it out loud.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It scared me.
And
I don't like whatever was touching our back. Or my back. I don't know if they're touching your back, but I felt them slowly touch clear.
That frightened me when you said
I know, I got so scared. I was like, stop.
Okay, we're back. I'm sorry. We got a little nervous.
It happens.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
soldier in a storm. Was in a storm.
You were a soldier?
In a storm?
Found him out there.
You found a soldier outside in the storm.
Mud.
Okay. Soldier in a storm.
Garçon, which is French for boy.
Did you get to finish telling us your message? Did you just want to tell us about the soldier? I don't think I understand.
I don't want to.
Okay. That's okay. But
Go home.
you don't want to go
Oh my
home?
god, I think this is Rebecca. It was a girl's voice that came through and said, I don't want to go home.
Oh. Rebecca, are you back speaking with us?
Alphabetize.
Oh no.
Okay. What?
Wow.
What is
It
that
was like a
mean?
full grab.
What?
It was, yeah.
What the heck? Was that the same thing you felt up there?
No.
No.
No, that was not the same thing. Rebecca, are you still here with us?
We know that you don't want to go home and we just want to talk to you about this.
Yeah. Hello? I can do better. Please.
That's her.
Yeah.
Please don't. Get back.
Okay. Are you Rebecca? Can you maybe stay here at the hotel instead?
San Diego.
That's
We
where
are. We are in San Diego. That is correct.
Specifically Coronado.
Coronado.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Jinx.
Crazy
Jinx.
jinx moment. Holy crap.
All right.
All right.
Say this. Coming.
But
Oh no.
Who is it? Who's coming?
is there someone taunting you in the afterlife?
Bad guy.
Bad guy.
Okay. Can you still talk before he comes?
Did he walk in?
Find me. Coronado.
Rebecca, is that
I'll
you?
help you. Please.
Rebecca, we still.
I know something.
I know. We still want to communicate with you. What can you tell us?
He's a monster. Yes.
Okay, for those of you guys watching, like Nicki is getting like
Freezing.
Like, it's, like, freezing.
her hands are freezing.
which is less concerning than it getting hotter.
Yeah,
But-
for sure. Rebecca, are you still here?
Details.
Can you share the details with us quickly? And maybe the man won't stop you?
Coming
We were trying to ask you.
to the hospital.
Yeah. We were trying to ask you.
He came back, checked on me.
The doctor?
The doctor?
Did
Dr.
you see a
Anderson?
flash? Where was that flash from?
What?
You saw a
I
flash?
thought I saw a flash.
Take it off.
That's something else again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore the other
Yeah.
thing that's coming through
Yeah.
and just see if we can ask Kate or Rebecca
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah. Go for it.
The world is about to be at war.
Oh,
Whoa.
this is getting real existential real quick. Okay.
In America. Body.
Okay.
Warm.
Okay, tell us more about this body.
Hid the body. Under the stairs.
Under the stairs?
No.
She.
She.
Is it the mistress?
2.7.
Was it the mistress?
A few years ago.
It's weird that there's a string of murders of women here. that are declared as completing suicide. Is there something more to that?
You got it. Body not found, unfortunately.
Have not all the bodies been found or been reported?
No.
Is there something more devious going on this island? Some sort of ritual or something that has to take place?
Camera.
There is a camera here.
Around. Fine. It's fine.
Okay, great.
A lot of patience.
Yeah.
Turning it off.
Yeah, it is.
Selection.
Oh, I did not like that. Oh, I did not like that. That was really bad chills.
Yuck.
I did not like that.
Should we pull her out?
I don't know. My eyes just, I've been like getting like teary-eyed throughout this whole process.
That's Rebecca. She talks like that.
She's not well.
Who's not well?
Well, it's not.
Can you tell us anything more about the building?
No.
Okay. Can you tell us anything more about these string of murders?
I'm like sitting here after this and thinking like, what was that?
I mean,
I don't know if anybody else is thinking that, but I'm like, I mean, we went from talking to two girls who could have potentially like, I mean, yeah, they like
were
confirmed that they were murdered. Yeah. From that to another man in here that died of a heart attack to something else that was also like silencing the women to war.
A body not found.
To us being touched, a body not found, being underneath the stairs. Are you like feeling like something like sacrificial is like going on?
That's what I was.
Like
on the island?
Like Illuminati kind of
like it was
like a secret society kind of here, like or something.
Because we're talking about women, and it was talking about like selecting women.
Yeah.
And that's what freaked me out. I don't know what the statistics on that would be. Like how many people, and it was saying that there's more women.
Yeah.
Okay, but also when you were under, it said they're recording. And it could have been us, but I was getting the feeling like it was saying like they're recording. Like we're unsafe, yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely feeling like they really ran us wild. That's what I feel like.
Yeah. After the first trip to Coronado, I spent a lot of time researching what happened to Rebecca. Mm-hmm. And the entire time I was researching, it was just giving like the cops are involved. Mm-hmm. And they're like, this is a bigger cover up. She was from like a different state, and he talked her into coming out here, and her sister was worried about her, and Rebecca used to text her, like her sister all the time, and then wasn't texting her very much. And like, I don't know, the fact that it said of what was written on the wall gives like someone tried to murder that man's son, and when they did not succeed, they murdered her instead. And so like, I don't know, like that doesn't give suicide, that gives like whole conspiracy.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing that's so sticky about all these situations and so sensitive is that this is someone's real life, you know, and we don't know what happened. We don't know anything about the inner workings of their life at all.
Yeah, we only know what we've been told.
Yeah. And so we only have our like bird's eye view essentially, and that's why, I mean, I agree with Liz, like it's hard to like even theorize sometimes, because when I take a step back, I'm like, this is even just putting these thoughts out there.
Yeah.
Could put someone in danger.
So many mixed emotions.
And then if there is a conspiracy, that puts us in danger.
So many mixed emotions, I agree. Mixed emotions.
But I think that's it for tonight's investigation.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video.
And also thank you, Rebecca, for coming with us. As always, guys, if you guys heard anything or saw anything that we did not, please comment below. We love to look over those and see what we missed.
And of course, check out Liz's channel. if you haven't already, and subscribe to her. She is also posting a video on her page, so make sure to check that out because she got some footage that we didn't, and vice versa. And remember, we're the ghost channel that looks for ghosts, but we might not find any because we don't fake anything here. So what you see is what you get. We'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye!